I just quickly want to share something. Every now and then we get these comments about there is no replacement for practice and dedication to build skill. And, when we say there is a way how to accelerate practice success, we never say there is something like play like John Coltrane in 21 days. This just doesn't exist. We all know to build skill, it needs dedication, practice, effort, structured work. And I'm the most firm believer of that. So everything I ever achieved in my life was because of hard work and not because of talent. And I'm going to be the number one guy who is going to tell you work hard. When I have a new student who wants to go professional, the first goal, I tell him, okay, whatever we do in the next 3 months, you have to get used to at least play 4 hours every day of the week to get to your goal. If I have a new student who wants to go professional, I tell them from now on, your only goal is to at least practice 1,000 hours in a year. That's the goal. So I just want to react to this here. So there was, I accept this comment. I see that there is a lot of internet mumbo jumbo out there, but there is a way to accelerate practice success. So there are no shortcuts in life, but just by definition, there has to be a shortest way. Now, I'm not going to tell you I know the shortest way how to learn to play jazz and improvisation. The only thing I can share is the fastest way I have found out doing this for myself and teaching this for like 25 years, right? So what we see is that there is something called the forgetting curve. The forgetting curve, that's well established in science. There is no question about this. This has been researched for more than 150 years. And what it says basically is if you don't repeat something, you forget more than 60% in just 24 hours. Actually, it's very steep. The forgetting curve is very steep at the early stage. Within an hour, you forget like 40%. And the reason why we see many jazz students not making progress is actually because they practice in a wrong way. And what we say in the Jazz Mind Accelerator Lab is we're going to help you to figure out how to practice, how to shape a practice routine that is focused and that makes sure you're actually making progress. This is how it looks like, right? In the Jazz Mind Accelerator Lab, we have all these classes here, and one class is dedicated to how to practice. And we have several phases here. I don't go into details here, but one thing you can do, for example, is the 30-minute challenge. This is the 30-minute challenge is a way to discover new ideas. This is what we do. But everything we do here is about how to beat the forgetting curve. Your ultimate enemy, right, is the forgetting curve. And we need to understand how the human brain retains information and builds skills so we can actually create a personal practice routine for you so you know what you need to do in what pace. What is a good practice routine that matches your goals, your learning style, your everyday's life. And when we know this, we can help you to build a practice structure that gives you better results in less time. And I talked to Atlas, who is a relatively new student of ours. He is with us for like less than 2 months. And here is what he shared with me. Do you feel like you're making more progress now in 45 minutes than you did prior in 5 hours?
100%, definitely. It's brilliant. But
So, right, now this might be just one student, and I know that many different students have many different desires and many different needs, how to shape their practice routine. You can find this video of Atlas on our YouTube channel, but what I want to share with you guys, with everyone here, I don't believe in shortcuts. There is no such thing like play like John Coltrane in 21 days, but by definition, there has to be a fastest way to get from A to B. And I don't claim I have the fastest that is humanly possible, but I'm going to share with you whatever I found out doing this for 25 years. And that's the promise behind the Jazz Mind Accelerator. And it's not about any shortcuts. It's not about not putting in the time and the effort, but it's about making the best use of the time you put in. That's the goal here. Okay, let me know if you have thoughts about this. I'm very much looking forward to having this discussion here.